let me say hello. It is the first Wednesday of September. Yes, fall is coming, and today is actually National Be Late for Something Day. So our Who is fashionably late, and it's kind of funny because she's got this whole big thing for Fashion Week going on, so I guess she is fashionably late. And it's also National Cheese Pizza Day. So we have pizza flavor. You know what these are, but we're not going to tell you. But it is pizza flavor because there was a pizza place that said they were going to supply us with pizza. I didn't believe them. So we are always prepared on rew-who, as you know. Today, in history, on the September 5th, it is the day that Larry King got married to Shawn Southwick. Now, I don't know if they're still married, but happy anniversary, Larry King, because, you know, you're a role model to me. I love you, Larry King, and I hope you're still married. But is she the one that was, like, 19 or something? Didn't he marry, like, a really young chick? I know. Larry King, I love you. All right, what else on this day? It is the day that F. Murray Abraham, rock me Amadeus, I love that man. He was released from the hospital after a car accident. I don't know what it was, but he was released, so he's fine. It's the day that Andrew Dice Clay got married to his longtime live-in lover, named Trini. And I wonder if they're still together, Andrew Dice Clay. Whatever happened to you? Were you still, like, in Vegas or something doing stuff? It's the day that John Travolta married Kelly Preston. Woo! Now, that is big news. I mean, John Travolta, there's so much going on. Katie Holmes is on the cover of some big magazine exposing the whole thing. And I don't know, but John Travolta, you can come, SoLe. You can be fashionably late. I know. You are, because today is National Be Late for Something Day. So, so you were right on the money on that.
I'm late for a lot of things. So.
Are you really? And I know you're involved with fashion right now.
Yes,
So welcome,
yes.
SoLe. You are the Who of the day. She has a ribbon arrived, and we're just going through today's daily what's going on. It's the day Pete Sampras ended Yvonne Lendl's bid for the 9th straight U.S. Open final. Do you cover the U.S. Open? Do you watch it?
I did not.
It got rained out last night. Andy Roddick had to go home and cry, and they resumed today. I don't know what happened, but I used to watch it a lot more. But it is that time of year, and when I was a kid, I used to go watch the game. You know, it's fun going.
I've never been.
It's really fun.
I've always kind of wondering, though, if Anna Wintour is still kind of pursuing Roger Federer and the little cougar thing going on.
Well, I don't see why not. You know.
His girlfriend that night.
He's married. Is he married?
I think so now.
Yeah. It's the day Chris Evert. It was her last U.S. Open match, and she was defeated by Zina Garrison. Chris Evert, you gotta love that girl. Without Chris Evert, you wouldn't have everybody with that two-handed backhand. She's the one, man. She started a trend, or actually, she was the one that was doing it in the spotlight.
Yep.
Because that's what happens too. You think somebody starts something, but everybody's doing it, but then one person does it who's famous, and then they are the one that gets the credit. Like Madonna with all those stupid bracelets. They think she did that, but she didn't.
Madonna with the cone bra, when that came in, that was one of those things. I was like, wow, why did I think of that?
Well, I think, wait, who did that?
Gaultier.
Gaultier, yes, exactly. Thank you. It was Jean-Paul Gaultier, exactly. But I think that was for Madonna. I don't think I don't think everyone was wearing those.
You know, I ran into him, this was years ago at Carnival in Venice.
How close?
I ran into him at Carnival in Venice.
Wow,
Yeah,
Venice, like Italy?
Yeah.
You were at Carnival?
And ran into
Wow.
Jean-Paul Gaultier. I was like, check it out.
Wow, did you speak?
No.
Did you touch him? It was like at least put
Some
a
of
hand
the
on
most
him.
amazing costumes, though. And you could tell people really, really put like a year at least in some of these outfits that they wear there.
Wow, I'm sure. So is that like Mardi Gras?
Yeah, it's right before, exactly. It's right at Mardi Gras.
Wow, they do one over there too? That's cool. Today is also more U.S. Open news. It's the day that John McEnroe was fined $17,500 for tirades during his match at the U.S. Open. I know, McEnroe was like, he's the good bad guy, right?
Absolutely.
He got his, though. He married, you-know-who. Right?
Yep.
She's cute. But did you ever see the reality show with Tatum and her father? There was like a reality show of Tatum and Ryan O'Neal. I guess it didn't last too long, but I saw a couple of episodes. I love Tatum O'Neal. I can't help myself. All right, what else happened on this day? Lynette Squeaky Fromm attempted to assassinate President Ford on this day.
Oh, she was dressed like Little Red Riding Hood, remember?
And she attempted. She didn't even do it. It's like, of course, Ford, they made some joke about him, I heard this morning, that, you know, he was supposed to take US 1 to go somewhere, but he couldn't remember the number of the plane. So, like, it figures that the person trying to assassinate him would miss, you know?
Right.
Yeah, it's just his luck, exactly. Gerald Ford, you know, you gotta love the guy. It's the day, this is terrible, these are angels in our room right now. It's that horrible day during the Olympics where 11 Israeli athletes were slain in Munich by terrorists. So all those Israeli Olympiads, they are angels with us today, and I hope that they're doing something good for their country. It's so many Jerry Lewis telethons happened on this day, and the funny thing is, like, the oldest one was that happened on this date was in 1966, and it raised $15,000, and the latest one was in 1994, and it raised $47 million.
Wow.
So he went from that to that during the course, only on September 5th.
Wow.
So I don't know about other years, but on the September 5th, that is like how much he jumped. And then they stopped it.
I haven't heard about it in a while.
Boogers. Jerry Lewis. I mean, even if you don't like him, you have to like him.
Absolutely.
I know.
Well, the French like them. They're onto something.
Yeah, oh, that must be true, right? I mean,
and Charo. Remember Charo?
I love Charo.
She was always on the phone-a-thon.
Well, on the telethon, there was one year that John and Yoko showed up on this day. Where is it? I have to say it, because how cool are John and Yoko? They showed up, do you see their names anymore? Yeah, right here. They showed up on the 7th Muscular Dystrophy Telethon. It can't be the 7th. It has to be like, I'm messed up. It was 72 on this day. John, yeah. And that was the same day, that was the same day that the Olympic tragedy happened.
Oh,
yeah. John F. Kennedy began underground nuclear testing on this day in history. You know, why does he do that? That's not good.
Right?
I know.
But
But speaking of presidents, did you see the hot lady last night, Michelle Obama?
I did not. I
You
didn't see her
didn't.
live. I saw the clips.
Oh, I'm so glad I actually saw the whole thing. I actually caught it, and you know, it motivated me. I'm telling you, she did her job, because now I'm like really psyched. I got to get that Obama man back in office.
All right.
That lady, like, she did her job. She did a great job. She's a showwoman, and I think she doesn't want to miss out on those parties in the White House. Right? Yeah, I mean, who could just like pick up the phone and say, "Honey, I want Stevie Wonder to play for us tonight."
She's kind of like a Jackie O, like her style.
She's like more casual, though.
Yeah.
I think, you know, Jackie O came from the big
she
bucks.
had Ole Cassini.
Yes.
Speaking of
Yes.
fashion, she had
Yeah.
Ole Cassini was her personal
He
designer.
has a brownstone in this neighborhood. Yeah, it's really, and he flew in every piece of like brick from Europe. It's so beautiful. It's like on Gramercy Park area. I love that brownstone. All right, what else happened on this day that's worth it? Dr. Zhivago was published in the U.S. on this day. It's such a good movie.
And soundtrack.
Cassius Clay captured the Olympic light heavyweight gold medal on this day. You know who he is.
Muhammad Ali?
There he is, exactly. He was still Cassius Clay. It's the first color video recording on magnetic tape in 1958 happened on this day. Without that, we would not be here. We wouldn't even have rew-who. I know, it's pretty amazing. Inventions always just blow me away. It's the Yankees' final game at the Polo Grounds. And my parents grew up in the Bronx. They always talk about the Polo Grounds. Have you ever heard of them?
I have not.
That was the original Yankee Stadium. It was
in the Bronx?
Yeah,
the Polo Grounds?
Yeah, the Polo Grounds. That's where they played. My parents used to hang out on the Polo Grounds. That was like where the kids in the Bronx would go.
Very cool.
And today is the ending of the Polo Grounds in the Bronx, and then they built Yankee Stadium.
The house that we built.
The first one. It's the day that 10,000 workers march on the first Labor Day parade ever in New York City.
Awesome.
It's on this day.
Awesome.
I know. It's always so many amazing things. And what else? The first gasoline pump ever is delivered to a gasoline dealer in Indiana on this day. Yeah.
Very cool.
I mean, such trivial, important things, right? I love shit like this. It's great. Birthdays on this day. Rose McGowan.
Love her!
How can you not love her, right? I mean, she's like a witch that touches gold. Everything she touches, right? Marilyn Manson. Dweezil Zappa's birthday is today. And I heard Valley Girl in the car the other day. I love Dweezil Zappa. Anything related to Zappa. This one, David Clemson. He was in Humble Pie. See, someone once said to me, it's so good to be famous like Steve Winwood in Humble Pie. They make so much money all the time and they're never recognized. They have a private life. So Humble Pie, I mean, you've heard of Steve Winwood, right?
Of course.
And Humble Pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like the perfect rock stars. Buddy Miles' birthday is today. It's amazing birthdays today. The biggest one, and I don't want to say things are bigger than ever, but it is Freddie Mercury's birthday today. So we are the champions, and I know the world would be a different place without Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. I mean, come on.
They played it at my prom. Bohemian Rhapsody. They played at my prom.
Oh, I thought it was like he played it at my prom. I'm like, what? Yeah, Freddie Mercury, such an amazing man. Loudon Wainwright III. Oh my God! If you don't know who he is a Freddie Mercury to me. And it's funny, I love Loudon Wainwright III so much that I've been trying to get his kids to come on the show. I love him, but I lived in London, and Loudon Wainwright III and Kate McGarrigle sublet my friend Rosie's apartment. I used to call there all the time, and when they'd answer, I'd hang up. I'm so mad I didn't talk to them. I used to call them. 13-year-old. I knew they were renting her apartment, her flat, and it was the craziest thing. I would call and they'd answer. I would just so if you ever see me, it was me. It was me calling you in London and hanging up all the time. I didn't know what to say because I didn't want Rosie to get in trouble. That was the only reason. It's also Al Stewart's birthday. What's his name these days? Is he back to Al Stewart? Year of the Cat, he's Al Stewart again? Oh, I'm thinking of Cat Stevens. Yeah, I'm thinking
Who was Islam?
Teeth for the Tillerman. I kind of mix them up. See, Steve Miller. I swear to God, I knew someone named Steve Miller, so it kind of ruined Steve Miller for me. But we were just driving from Ohio, and we had Sirius Radio. They play Steve Miller every freaking minute. I've never heard so much Steve Miller in my. Maybe they knew his birthday was today, but he gets a lot of money. He still is raking it in. And he's from Milwaukee. How interesting. It's Raquel Welch's birthday today.
Oh, she still looks amazing.
She's amazing. She was the poster on every boy's wall, I swear
right.
to God, from that, what movie was it?
10,000 BC.
This guy, I like him. He's like a trivia machine. I like him. Bob Newhart's birthday. Which movie was he in? No, just kidding.
He had a hit TV show in each decade.
He did, and he had the best ending of any television show in history. The best ending ever. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
That was the best. Classic. Bob Newhart. He rules.
He had been an accountant.
He's an angel in our room, too. He was an accountant?
He was an accountant and then decided he wanted to do comedy.
Like how old? That's inspiring.
Yeah, isn't that cool? He was middle age or so.
Good
Decided
for him.
I don't want to crunch numbers anymore. I'm going to make people laugh.
Good for him. He's classic.
Awesome.
All right, the biggest angel in the room today giant angel. See, she just did that. She did that. It's Mother Teresa. She passed away on this day. Thank you, Mother Teresa. I mean, God, that was pretty cool. Also, Catherine Parr, the Queen of England, one of the wives of Henry VIII, died at 36 years old. So I'm wondering, does anybody know what order Catherine was?
Oh,
Which
God.
one was she?
She was the second Catherine.
Beheaded.
Wait, because it goes divorced, beheaded, and died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. She was beheaded. Holy fucking shit. See, I know that's another thing I learned in England. That's like the one thing I learned living over there. Loudon Wainwright's phone number and that. Those are the two things I left London knowing. Exactly. And then another angel. Oh, another angel is the real crazy horse. The last great Sioux war chief died at 27 years old.
Yeah, I just heard a really cool story
So
about
Crazy
that.
Horse, you can
Awesome.
be with us all day.
Because I went out and visited the Crow and Sioux Reservation now that Little Bighorn Wounded Knee, and there's a resurgence now of the Sioux culture. I think maybe that is Crazy Horse. I think that's awesome.
That's so cool.
Very cool.
So we have a really fun show today, and we're going to get going, and we will be right back. Thank you, SoLe. All right.
I said, oh